The emergence of bugs called Dysdercus spp causes significant losses of cotton crops and deterioration of seed germination. To provide a concrete response to this disease, CORAF Gircot has initiated themes related to the development of agriculture technical innovations for better management of cotton pests, improved productivity of cotton production, and income of small producers. Special emphasis is also placed by the project on issues related to poverty reduction in rural areas and the preservation of the environment through the reduction of the quantities of the insecticides applied. This strategy is implemented by the project Integrated Pest Management through threshold treatments and crop fractionation for sustainable cotton production in West Africa, Gircot.
Les objectifs du projet, donc, c'est de développer une stratégie.
The objectives of the project include developing a strategy for an integrated control, not threshold treatments, and the splitting of harvest through showcase plots at farmers level. The Gircot strategies consist in developing didactic materials, decision-making and capacity-building materials for guiding agents and producers and setting up and disseminating the various technologies.
De renforcer la capacité des agents d'encadrement et des producteurs, voyez, et de mettre en place des méthodes de lutte efficaces contre les Dysdercus et en fait de diffuser ces différentes technologies.
With a total cost of about 450 million CFA francs, fully financed by the Multi-Donor Trust Fund, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Development, formerly SIDA of Canada, and the European Commission, the project is implemented in 6 major cotton-producing countries in West Africa, namely Benin, Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Mali, Senegal, and Togo. It has the advantage of regional integration and allows, in this dynamic, to have a positive impact on cotton growing in Africa, with a regional coordination of the project assured by the CNRA of Côte d'Ivoire, who is the overall manager of the funds.
La grande innovation, c'est par exemple les traitements sur seuil.
The major innovation is threshold treatment. Threshold treatment enables producers to reason first before embarking on an insecticide treatment. We were obliged to design a monitoring tool. So the tool called Parasite Statement Slate allows them to go to the fields and do control. On a hectare field, we take a sample of 30 plants, which we analyze as a group of 5 plants according to the diagonal method. When we make observations on the first group, and we find out that the first group is attacked by caterpillars, then we remove the stick. When we went beyond the stick and up to some level, the last hole represents the threshold. So, with respect to these rodents, we take the product that works most.
Ou bien on trouve des chenilles, on déplace le bâtonnet. Donc, lorsqu'on a déplacé le bâtonnet jusqu'à ce que ça arrive à un certain niveau, le dernier trou, ça veut dire que le dernier trou représente le seuil. Et donc, par rapport à ce ravageur-là, on essaie de prendre le produit qui marche.
For a very long time, producers spoke of the need to reduce protection costs and develop a method to effectively control some major or emerging pests and generate savings. Hence the relevance of the objective of the Gircot project, which stems from the resolutions of the Regional Programme for Integrated African Cotton Project, PRPICA.
Cette méthode de production et de traitement sur seuil.
This threshold production and treatment method resulted into some successful outcomes. This enabled us to spend much less in pesticides. The producer doesn't take enough inputs for his farm, and the cost decreases during the process because we used to treat our farm each week, and with the Gircot product, that was not the same thing. So we have to make sure the threshold is reached before treating. So this reduced the cost of these insecticides.
de ces insecticides.
Les plants attaqués par les chenilles phylophages.
On the four main lines of action, major achievements have been noted on the production of decision support tools, capacity building for management and producers, researching a method of controlling Dysdercus SPP and spreading the strategy.
The threshold treatment comes with several benefits. With the former method, the treatment frequencies were up to 6 sessions, but with the new method, we ended up with 4 treatment sessions over a year, which helped us save our products and gain some time.
The main agronomic institutes are the different actors which have implemented the project with a strong research orientation. However, other actors participated in the project. These are the main cotton companies of the countries in the project area. This multi-stakeholder approach also involved community actors such as producer organizations and cooperative enterprises, which also played a leading role.
Le projet Gircot nous a permis d'adhérer facilement.
The Gircot project helped us easily join this innovation. This also enabled us to put ourselves to the level of all agricultural structures in Ivory Coast to carry out our agricultural advisory activities. Is it necessary to remind you that in Ivory Coast, to be able to carry out an agricultural advisory activity, you need to have the approval of the FIRCA, the Interprofessional Fund for Agricultural Research and Guidance. And in its TORs, this fund currently imposes that we all adopt this new technology, which is the threshold treatment, among others.
This multi-stakeholder co-production had direct effects in the implementation of the project. In fact, a didactic guide has been written and provides information on the use of technical processes and itineraries. These are essentially pest recognition booklets and types of insecticides, which are decision-making tools and didactic materials adapted to the agroecological and socio-economic conditions of each country member of the project.
Ici, les supports didactiques qui ont été mis à la disposition des producteurs.
Here, the didactic tools at the disposal of the producers help them identify the rodents so they can better apply the threshold treatment, which is required because that threshold treatment is based first on the practical recognition of rodents. If you do not recognize the rodents, then we want to be able to know the approaches or products for these rodents. That's why it was important for us to put these tools at the disposal of the producers.
La mise à disposition de ces guides, de ces outils aux producteurs.
At the end of actions to strengthen the capacities of the players, significant results were obtained. The level of knowledge of the threshold processing and crop fractionation is 76% and 89% respectively. Most producers are aware of the effect of technologies. The targeted management of Dysdercus SPP bugs by crop fractionation improves the quality of the seed cotton, the seed germination rate by at least 10%, the oil content, and the fiber quality. In addition, the sale of higher quality seed cotton has generated additional income for producers. The average production today is 1,094 kilograms per hectare with a gross margin of 152,593 CFA francs per hectare and 131,813 CFA francs per hectare net margin. Today, 36% of producers are below the poverty line.
L'argent nous a permis,
the money helped us carry out other activities thanks to Gircot support. We have much more gains.
pour faire autre chose, grâce à l'appui de Gircot.
Before the threshold treatment, I used to take loans up to 1 million CFA francs, but now the loan has decreased to 600,000 CFA francs. Cotton growing is quite profitable. Since I started doing it, I was able to buy 3 plots that I built in Bangui. I was also able to support my brother after his end of high school diploma. I supported his studies up to 2 million CFA francs.
Ultimately, individual producers' adherence to the integrated pest management strategy through threshold treatments and crop fractionation has resulted in high level of enthusiasm among cotton producers in each country. Everywhere, there is an improvement in seed cotton yields, resulting in an increase in production in quantity and quality. Similarly, the incomes of the producers are increased, contributing to the reduction of poverty in all these countries.